Hello there. This is the Ask Dr. Jack show. I am Dr. Jack Belitz, your host for this show. And today the subject is colds and flu. I don't know if you heard about it, but the latest news is that, yeah, you guessed it, this is going to be the worst year ever for flus. Wow. But in a related story, this is also on par to being one of the best years for giving the flu vaccine to the highest percentage of people, especially adults. Okay, so if you're wondering how those two fit together, well, I don't get it myself. It's something that you have to make your own decision on. I'm not here trying to give you medical advice, but those two things probably shouldn't be happening. And if they are, there's probably something wrong with that line of thinking that the flu vaccine actually gives you something. But that's neither here nor there. Let's talk about, because we talk a lot about colds and flu season, and a lot of people have a tough time distinguishing between a cold and a flu. So I read a great article yesterday, and I wanted to share it with you real quick, that used a medical spokesperson, and basically what they said is the best way to differentiate a cold and a flu is, like, if you have a runny nose that is kind of just nonstop runny, you can maybe have a cough, even a deep cough that kind of goes on and on and on. That is more likely a cold. And it can take weeks and weeks for that type of thing to get over with. So if it's an issue, if you're worried about how long it's been there, their advice is not to be worried if it lasts a long time. Now, what is it characterized? It's characterized by the runny nose, the cough, a lot of times just feeling in general tired, and it may be accompanied by a fever. Now, generally speaking, the fever gets over within a few days. And you should maybe be a little concerned if the fever reappears. That's what they're saying. But now, listen to this. Very important. The medical spokesperson, that's an MD, suggested or said that, generally speaking, these colds are a viral infection that will tend to go away in a few days or weeks. Wow. They just don't get it, do they? This cold doesn't just magically go away. It's your immune system. And your own immune system gets strong, learns how to fight it, and fights it on its own. These guys never want to give credit to how amazing the human body is on its own. You know, it's just incredible how they just avoid giving your body any credit whatsoever. So remember, your body's immune system is so amazing that medical profession is now more often than not letting it run its course, which is really awesome. That's the way it should be. Now, how can you help your body? Well, the first thing you can do is make sure that if you get a fever, get warm. Now, track it. You don't want it to going over 104 or anything like that. But in general, if it's lower than that, and very important, you're still wanting to drink water, or your kid is still wanting to drink water, you're going to be okay. That's called a wet fever. It means your body is using itself to boost up that temperature so the white blood cells can work more efficiently. And the big thing is that if you stop wanting water or stop able to drink water, that's when you need to get some help, because that's not normal. But as long as you're drinking water, you should be doing okay. So anyway, that's the big thing when it comes to this cold and flu season. The second big thing is, how does your immune system work? Well, it works through the nervous system. So the first sign that you're getting sick, stop into your chiropractor. Get a check real quick. Make sure that your immune system is working at its full potential. If it is, your body's going to fight this so efficiently, it's not going to take weeks to get over it. It's going to take a couple of days. Now, if you wait a while and it really takes hold, it is going to take a little longer, even if you do get adjusted. But the trick is to jump on it early so you don't have to worry about that. Anyway, I thought that was really interesting and a great subject for the Ask Dr. Jack show, because especially this time of year, everybody's all worried about the cold and the flu, and should I get the flu immunization and stuff like that. And I know everybody's pushing it, but if you remember 2 weeks ago, we did a great little expose on the fact that the British Medical Journal said that there was no efficacy for the flu vaccination to be given to healthcare workers because it just didn't help anything. And now we're coming up with, this is the worst flu season ever, and yet we have more people getting the flu immunization than ever. You know, I can't tell you what to do. I don't want to tell you what to do. I just want to present this information, and then you can decide. Because remember, every immunization is a big assault on that poor immune system. So just really take that into consideration before you make that decision to do that. Obviously, consult any healthcare professional that you'd like to about this, but go into that decision with eyes wide open and make sure that you have both sides of the story filled out. Again, this is Dr. Jack Belitz. I'm here to answer the questions because this is the Ask Dr. Jack show. If you have a question that you'd like to ask us, please feel free to give us a call, 402-333-4848. You can email me at askdrjackb, that's B-E-E, @gmail.com, or please walk in and tell me yourself. Now, if you have a cold or a flu and you want to get checked real quick, mention this ad and we'll do it for $1. That's right, $1. How simple is that? Go ahead, 402-333-4848. Let us help you help yourself. Have an amazing day, and I can't wait to see you on the next episode of the Ask Dr. Jack Show.